Pippalada Shankaram Lokashankaram Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Today we are taking up the third Prashna in Prashnopanishad. It starts like this: Athahainam kausalyascha ashwalayanah papracha Bhagavan kutaesha prano jayate katham ayati asmin sharire atmanam va pravibhajya katham pratisthate kena utkramate katham bahyam abhidhatte katham adhyatmam iti. The next disciple by name Kausalyascha Ashwalayanah Papracha. Kausalyaha Ashwalayanaha. By name he is called as Ashwalayana. He asked sage Pippalada, Bhagavan Kuta esha prano jayate katham ayati asmin sharire. Sir, whence is this life or prana born? Katham ayati asmin sharire. How does it come into this body? Atmanam va pravibhajya katham pratisthate. And how does it distribute itself and establish itself? Atmanam pravibhajya katham pratisthate kena utkramate katham bahyam abhidhatte katham adhyatmam. Through what does it depart from the body? How does it relate itself to the external? And how it reference to the self? These are all the questions put forth by Ashwalayana to the sage Pippalada. Here Bhashyakara explains, Prathamajatvad anyasya samskartuhu ityadina purvamuktam. Idanim Athahainam kausalyascha ashwalayanah papracha. Ashwalayana came forward and asked Pippalada, Pranohyevam pranaihi nirdharita tattvaihi upalabdha mahima api samhatatvat syadasya karyatvam atah prachami. He asked, Ashwalayana asked Pippalada, what is the effect of prana? Bhagavan kutaha kasmat karanad eshaha yathavadhritah prano jayate. Who is the creator of this prana? From whence it is born? Jatascha katham kena vritti visheshena ayati asmin sharire. Once the prana is born, what is the relation between this prana and this body? How it has happened? The relation between prana and body, it needs some kind of action or one who relates both of this. Kinnimittakam asya shariragrahanam. The prana, why it takes the shape of sharira? It is also available, it is also experienced in the body. Pravishtascha sharire atmanam va pravibhajya pravibhagam kratva katham kena prakarena pratisthate pratitishthati. Once he enters the body, he himself divides into so many forms, that is prana, apana, vyana, Udana and Samana. These are all the 5 parts of prana himself. These 5 parts shows what? That means these 5 parts is nothing but the 5 kind of actions of prana. How it happened? Katham va pratisthate kena va vritti visheshena asmat sharirat utkramate utkramati. How does he prana leaves this body? Katham bahyam adhibhutam adhidaivatancha abhidhatte dharayati. Katham adhyatmam. Adhibhutam and adhidaivam. This is the external portion. The internal portion of the body is called as adhyatma. The external portion body is called as adhibhuta and adhidaivata. Prana is related to adhibhuta and adhidaivata also, whereas it is very much related with the body. That's why it is having some kind of relation with adhyatma. How does it happens? How does it happen? That is what he asked his guru Pippalada. Tasmai saho vacha ati prashnan pritchasi brahmisthositi tasmatteham brabhimi. Evam prishtaha tasmai saho vacha acharyaha. When he posed these questions, he did not ask only one question. He asked so many questions which are related to the activities and Surupa of prana. That's why he praised him because of his questions, and the standard of question shows his wisdom. One who put forth the question, through the question itself we can judge the person, one who poses the question, whether he knows something or do not something. By asking such a question, he himself proved that he knows something. That's why he is praised by his guru Pippalada. Evam prishtaha tasmai saho vacha acharyaha prana eva tavad durvigneyatvad vishama prashnaraha. The question related to prana itself is very much difficult. You are not asking only the question related to prana, but you are posing the questions, his almost all activities, almost all his relation with the adhyatmika, adhibhautika and adhidaivika also. That's why tasyapi janmaditvam pritchasi. He asked about the born, how it born. Prana is born by whom? From whence it is born? So, not only the question related to prana, it is related to his birth, his activities. That's why he praises him. Ati prashnan pritchasi. You are posing very difficult questions, very valid questions. Brahmisthosi atishayena tvam brahmavit ataha tushtoham tasmatte tubhyam bravimi. You are brahmavit. You know everything. In spite of that, you are posing these questions. That's why I am very much satisfied with your wisdom, with your prajna, with your jnana, with your eagerness to know about the prana. Tasmatte tubhyam bravimi. That's why I am readily agree to answer your questions. Tasmai saho vacha ati prashnan pritchasi brahmisthosi tasmatteham bravimi. The first question, it comes from whence? Kuta esha pranaha? For that question, he says, Atmana esha prano jayate yathaisha purushe chaya etasminnetadatatam manokratena ayati asmin sharire. Bhagavan kuta esha prano jayate katham ayati asmin sharire. These two questions are answered here. In the previous mantra, he said, Bhagavan kuta esha prano jayate, from whence it has come. For that he says, Atmana esha prano jayate yat prishtam tachrunu. Bhashyakaraha vivranvanti. Atmanaha parasmat purushad aksharat satyadeva uktah prano jayate. Atmanas sakashadeva pranasya utpattihi. Pranaha Atmanas sakashad jayate. Sapranamasrajata. Pranat shraddam. Kham vayur jyotir apah prithvi vishwasya dharini. Iti anyasyam shrutau. Atmanas sakashat pranasya utpattihi shravyate. That is the explanation here also given by Pippalada. Atmana esha prano jayate. Prana born from Atma only. Kathamityatra drishtantah. How the prana is born from Atma. To prove that point, he gives an example here. Yatha loke esha purushe shirapanyadi lakshane nimitte chaya naimittiki jayate. Almost all are familiar with their shadow. If he walks in the sunlight, then our shadow will follow us. Shadow does not have any special existence. It is mere appearance. It does not have any existence at all. In the same manner, Shirapanyadi lakshane nimitte sati chaya naimittiki. Chaya is naimittiki. Tasya nimittam bhavati shirapanyadi yuktam shariram. Shariram asti che chaya bhavati. Shariram nasti che chaya na bhavati. Yatha chaya, how the shadow is becoming real existence when the body is there. While moving in the sunlight, we will observe the shadow. In the same manner, tadvad etasmin brahmani etat pranakhyam chayasthaniyam anruta rupam tattvam. Brahma is the satya. Brahma is the existent. Tadeva satyam tad brahma. Tadeva amrutamachyate. Tad brahma is called as satya. In that satya, prana is kalpita, that is unreal. Anrutam. Prana is aropitan tattvam. Satye purushe atatam samarpitam. Almost all unrealistic objects are imposed in the real one. Paramarthe adhishthane aparamartha padartha aropyate. Idantu tattvam vedante. Aparamartha padartha anruta padartha mithya padartha iti yadyaduchyate tat sarvamapi kasminschit paramarthe eva aropyate. Paramartha rupa adhishthanam yadina syat aropaha na bhavet. In the same manner, this prana is called as anruta. Anrutam means mithya. It is imposed. Imposed on what? Imposed on a real object. That is what? That is Brahman. Brahman is the Satya. Brahman is the real object. Tadeva Satyam. In that Brahma, this prana is imposed. That is Kalpita. Chayeva dehe मनोकृतेन मनस्संकल्प इच्छादि निष्पन्न कर्म निमित्तेन इत्येतत् कथम आयाति अस्मिन् शरीरे इति द्वितीयः प्रश्नः. that is the second question. कथम आयाति अस्मिन् शरीरे. For that he says मनोकृतेन मनस्संकल्प इच्छादि निष्पन्न कर्म निमित्तेन देहे आयाति. With the action of mind. Mind means मनःकृत संकल्पादि क्रिया द्वारा प्राणः अस्मिन् शरीरे संबंधं प्राप्नोति. मनस्संकल्पे संकल्प इच्छादि निष्पन्न कर्म निमित्तेन मनसा इच्छति तदनन्तरं यतते तदनन्तरं क्रिया करोति. First of all, he will do some kind of sankalpa with regard to do some karma. Prathamatah sankalpah. Tadanantaram manassankalpena tatah param ichhadvara karma karoti. Karma yat karoti tadrisha karma nimitti kritya अस्मिन् शरीरे प्राणस्य सम्बन्धः भवति. कर्म निमित्तीकृत्य कुतः? what does it mean? मनस्संकल्प निमित्तेन प्राणस्य अस्मिन् शरीरे सम्बन्धः means अनप्राणने इति धातुः प्रकर्षेण अनतीति प्राणः अनप्राणने प्राणनं करोति इत्युक्तौ प्रकर्षेण अननं करोति इति प्राणनम् इत्युच्यते. प्रकर्षेण अननं नाम उच्छ्वास निश्वास क्रिया. उच्छ्वास निश्वास क्रिया कदा भवति? यदा शरीरं भवति तदा एव उच्छ्वास निश्वास क्रिया भवति. शरीरमेव नास्ति चेत् उच्छ्वास क्रिया निश्वास क्रिया एव न भवति. तादृश उच्छ्वास निश्वास क्रियाकरण योग्यं शरीरं किंचित् अपेक्षते. तच्च शरीरं पूर्वार्जित कर्मवशात् भवति. तादृश कर्मवशात् संपादिते शरीरे प्राणस्य सम्बन्धः भवति. For all such kind of activities, the mind, manaha, is the basic reason. That's why he says मनोकृतेन मनस्संकल्प इच्छानि निष्पन्न कर्म निमित्तेन अस्मिन् शरीरे आयाति. अनेन जीवेन पूर्वं यत् कर्म कृतं तेन इदं शरीरं यस्मात् प्राप्तम् अस्य शरीरस्य स्थित्यर्थं प्राण संबन्धः भवति. That is why prana will become existent in this body due to the performance of karma in the previous janma. Vakshatihi punyena punyam iti uttaratra abhidhiyate. Punyena punyam. If he performs punyam karma, he will go to the heavenly world. If he performs papam karma, then he will go to naraka. If punya papa both are performed equally, that means 50-50 punya and papa performed, then he will come to this world as a man, a human being. पुण्यो वै पुण्येन कर्मणा भवति पापः पापेन उभाभ्यामेव मनुष्यलोकम्. That is Brihadaranyaka Shruti says. Vakshatihi punyena punyam ityadi in this Upanishad only. Tadeva saktah saha karmana iti shrutyantara. Shrutyantare api anyasyam shrutau api कर्मणा सक्तः कर्मणा बद्धः शरीरं प्राप्नोति. आयाति आगच्छति अस्मिन् शरीरे. That is the relation between this body and prana. How it happens means that is because of his previous karma. Yatha, to prove that point, he gives an example. Yatha samradeva adhikratan viniyungte etan graman adhitishthasva iti evameva eshaha pranaha itaran pranan pratak pratagheva sannidhatte. Atmanam pravibhajya katham pratisthate. Katham pratisthate. That is the third question. For that he says, Samradeva adhikratan viniyungte. Just like a king, one who distributes the duties of his officials, different duties, he will assign different duties to his officials, like you look after this village, you look after this district, you look after this mandala, etc. How a king distributes to his officials, Samradeva adhikratan viniyungte etan graman adhitishthasva yatha loke esha yatha loke raja samradeva gramadishu adhikratan viniyungte. Samrad means king. Adhikratan viniyungte, he appoints the officials to look after the villages. Katham etan graman adhitishthasva. You look after this village, you look after this village, you look after this district. Like that, there will be so many officials. Even today, we are very much familiar with the system. In the democratic country, the whole country is divided into so many states, and each state is divided into so many districts. In each district there may be so many talukas. For each taluka there will be one official called as Tahsildar. For each and every district there will be deputy commissioner. For each and every state there will be a chief minister. For whole country there will be a prime minister. In the same manner, this etan graman adhitishthasva, in the same manner, evameva yatha drishtantaha eshaha mukhyah pranaha itaran pranan chakshurādīn atmabhedāscha pratak pratageva yathasthanam sannidhatte viniyungte. This is prana is the important one in our body, because basing on the existence of the prana only this body can survive, otherwise it will not. That's why prana is like a king. He will distribute the works in the body for all other pranas, that means for all other sense organs, just like eyes, ears, nose, etc. The 5 sense organs will be there, and 5 karmendriyas will be there, and even manas, mind also is there. Itaran pranan chakshurādīn atmabhedānscha pratak pratageva yathasthanam sannidhatte viniyungte. He will distribute the work to those sense organs. By performing their duties, these sense organs will help the jiva to continue his life. Otherwise, if these sense organs do not perform their duties, the body will collapse. Jiva cannot continue. Katham tasya tesham karma katham pravibhaktam anena pranena sarvesham indriyanam krite iti anantara mantre virunoti. Payupasthe apanam चक्षुश्रोत्रे मुखनासिकाभ्याम प्राणः स्वयं प्रातिष्ठते मध्ये तु समानः एष ह्येतदुहुतम् अन्नं समं नयति तस्माद् एताः सप्तार्चिषो भवन्ति. And then Atmanam va katham pravibhajya pratisthate. That was the question. For that, this is the answer. Payupasthe apanam चक्षुश्रोत्रे मुखनासिकाभ्यां प्राणः तत्र विभागः कथं कृतः प्राणेन इत्युक्तौ पायूपस्थे पायुश्च उपस्थश्च पायूपस्थे पायूपस्थयोः यत् कार्यं तस्मिन् अपानम् आत्मभेदं मूत्रपुरीषाद्यपनयनं कुर्वन् तिष्ठति सन्निधत्ते. Yatha, the out breath, apana, is in the organs of excretion and generation. Excretion and generation, payupastha. The life breath, that is prana, as such, establishes himself in the heart. When this Vayu established himself in the heart, that is called as prana. If he establishes in the nabhi, he is called as samana. That is the definition given in other mantras. Hridi prano gudepanaha samano nabhi samsthitaha udana kanthadeshasyad vyana sarva shariragaha. Only one prana is there, but because of the different activities, he is called as in so many different words, pranapana, vyanodana, samana. When he stays in heart, he is called as prana. Hridi pranaha gude apanaha. When he stays in the gudadwara, that means the place for the excretion and generation, that is called as guda. If he stays there, he is called as apana. And one who is in the middle of the body, that is called as nabhi. If he stays there, he is called as samana. And one who stays in the throat, he is called as udana. And vyana is, he is occupied the whole body through the nervous system. He is called as vyana. In the same manner, here also, payupasthe payuscha upasthascha payupastham tasmin apanam. Payupasthasthane apana rupena karyam karoti. Atmabhedam mutra parishadhyapanayanam kurvan tisthati. Because the body has to do some special work for the smooth existence and continuation of the body. It requires input and it has to do the output work also. Only input is there. If there is no output, the body will collapse. Only the output is there always, then also body will collapse. It must be a balancing act. That kind of balancing act is done by apana vayu. That is why he is called as apana. That is the activity of the apana. And tatha chakshusrotre chakshuscha shrotrancha chakshusrotram tasmin chakshusrotre. Chakshuhu shrotram, eyes and ears. Mukhanasikaabhyancha mukhancha nasikacha tabhyam mukhanasikaabhyancha nirgachan pranaha. Mukhanasikaabhyan, mukhenava athava nasikayava. Artha, through the nostrils. If he goes inside, that is called as uchvasa. If comes out, that is called as nishvasa. This is the very much required for the continuation of the body, for the existence of the body, for the smooth working of the body. For that, this prana is very much important. Nirgachan pranaha swayam samrat sthaniyaha pratisthate pratitishthati. He is like a king. King also stays in the palace. He orders all others to do their work. While ordering to do their work, himself he also do some work which is meant for king only. In the same manner, this prana also, it has its own work, that is the uchvasa nishvasa kriya, the activities of taking breath and leaving it. That is the uchvasa nishvasa kriya. Pratisthate nama pratitishthati madhye tu pranapanayoh sthanayoh nabhyam samanaha ashitam pitancha samam nayati iti samanaha. Prana is hridi pranaha, gude apanaha. In between these two, prana and apana, samana will be there. Samano nabhi samsthitaha, he is in the middle of the body. He is called as samanaha. Why? Because ashitam pitam samam nayati iti samanaha. Whatever is the food is taken, whatever is the liquid is taken as food and as drink, it will be equally distributed in the body. Equally distribution is very much important. If he distribute a certain part to a certain body and in a lesser amount to a particular body, then abnormality will develop, which causes the problem for the body. That's why for the development of the body, it requires the equal distribution of the food and the liquid. That kind of activity is being done by samana. That's why he is called as samana. He is in the middle of the body, that means nabhi, nabhidesha sthitaha. Samano ashitam pitancha samam nayati iti samanaha. Esha hi yasmad etad hutam bhuktam pitancha atmagno prakshiptam annam samam nayati. Ayam samanaha asmabhi yat bhuktam athava jataragno yad hutam yad bhuktam yat pitam tat sarvamapi atmagno annam samam nayati. Tasmat ashita pita indhanadehe agnehe audaryad hridaya desham prapta. Audaryagnihi nama udare vidyamano agnihi audaryagnihi jataragnihi. Jataragni shamanartham yad asmabhi ashitam pitam sarvam bhavati tat sarvam samikritya vibhajya sarvasyapi sharirasya ye avayavaha samana rupena vivruddha syuhu tatha tatra nayati iti kritva saha samanaha. Hridayadesham praptad etaha sapta sankhyaakaha archushaha deeptayaha nirghacchantyaha bhavanti shirshanyah shirasi vartamana prana sahayena darshanat darshanadayaha sapta vishaya prakashaha sapta vishayaka jnanani yatha dve chakshushi dve shrotre dve nasike tadanantaram vak iti ahatya sapta shirshanyani sapta indriyani bhavanti iti kritva sapta shirshanyaha bhavanti. Pranadvara darshana shravanadi lakshana rupadi vishaya prakasha. These are all the activities. The eyes, both eyes will do their work only if prana exists. The ears, both ears will do their work listening because of prana. And the nostrils, they will perform their uchvasa and nishvasa activity, that is because of prana. And vagindriya will utter words and sentence or mantras, that is because of prana. If the prana is not there, they will cease to work at all. Ityabhiprayah. Hridihyesha atma atraitadeka shatam nadinam tasam shatam ekaikasyah dvasaptatihi pratishakha nadi sahasrani bhavanti asu vyanascharati. Now it is explained, the activities of prana is explained, the activities of samana is explained, the activities of udana apana is explained. Now the vyana, the activities of vyana is being explained here. Hridishesha atma ayamatma. Hridishesha pundarikakara mamsapinda parichinne hridayakashe eshaha atma atmana sanyuktaha lingatma. Atma linga shariraha linga rupi ityuktau saptadashakam linga shariram sukshma shariram ityartha. Sukshma rupena atma vartate kutra ityuktau hridayakashe. The space which is available in our heart, that is called as hridayakasha. In that hridayakasha, atma is experienced. Atma, though atma is omnipresent, but he is felt in the heart only. Though we are having so many parts in the body, we do not feel the existence of atma in any other part in our body like heart. Heart is the unique place to experience atman. Hridishesha atma. Hridi ayam vartate, ayam nama atma vartate, ataha idam hridayam. Hridi yasmad ayam tasmad hridayam ityuchyate. Hridishesha atma. What does it mean by hridi? Hrit nama kim? Pundarikakara mamsapinda parichinna hridayakashe. Pundarikakara, just like a lotus. In the form of lotus, this heart is available. In that heart, a space is there, a vacuum is there. The vacuum or the space which is available, that is called as hridayakasha. Hridayakasha or hardakasha or daharakasha. Dahara uttarebhyaha ityasmin adhikarane daharakasha paramatma ityevam nischaya krita. Evam eshaha atma lingatma sanyuktaha atra asmin hridaye etadeka shatam ekottara shatam sankhya pradhana nadinam bhavati. There are so many channels which are spread throughout the body, which are connected directly to the heart. This heart having 101 nervous systems, that means nadi. These are all called as channel. Channel for what? For the blood circulation. There are 101 channels which are related to heart. Pradhana nadinam, pradhana nadyaha, 101, these are all the main channels. Tasam shatam shatam ekaikasyaha pradhana nadya bhedaha ekaikasyaha nadyaha. Each and every channel has another 100 channels, sub channels. Punarapi dvasaptatihi punaha dvasaptatihi. In each and every sub channel having 72 sub channels, and dvesahasre, another 2000. Dvesahasre adhike saptatischa. Totally it will become 72,000 channels which are occupied the whole body. The whole body is consisting of 72,000 nervous system, or what you call channel system. Among them 101 directly connected to heart. The remaining channels are connected to those 101 channels. So they are indirectly connected to heart. 100 channels are directly connected to chance. Even according to the medical science, it is proved, because the respiratory system, when the heart works, it pumps the blood into the whole body. Because of that only man survives. Otherwise, the blood is not pumped to all parts of the body, one cannot survive. That is the work of the heart. For that, channels are required. Among those channels, this Vyanavayu is the instrument to carry the blood to the all parts of the body. That is the main work of Vyana. Vyapnoti iti Vyanaha. Samagram shariram abhivyapya vartate iti Vyanavayuhu. Sahasranam dvasaptatihi pratishakha nadi sahasrani pratinadi shatam sankhya pradhana nadinam sahasrani bhavanti. It becomes 72,000 channels. Asunadishu Vyano Vayuscharati. So the entire body is covered by 72,000 channels, in which this Vyanavayu will move here and there, by which he will supply the blood to each and every part of the body, which will prosper day by day. Otherwise, it will collapse. Vyanaha iti kimartham abhidiyate vyapanad vyanaha. Yasmad, he is occupying the whole body. That's why he is called as Vyana. Adityadiva rashmayaha hridayat sarvato gaminibhihi nadibhihi sarvadeham samvyapya vyano vartate. Like the sun rays, sun, he is occupying the whole world through his rays, not directly, through his rays. In the same manner, prana is occupying the whole body through Vyana. Sandhi skandha marma desheshu visheshena pranapana vrityoscha madhye udbhuta vritti viryavat karma karta bhavati. Sandhi skandha marma desheshu, even the joint space in the body, in the joint space also Vyanavayuhu sancharati. That Vyana is doing its job. Otherwise, in the joint place, if the blood circulation collapses, automatically joint pain will develop. Visheshena pranapana vrityoscha madhye prana vrittihi apana vrittihi tan madhye udbhuta vritti viryavat karma karta bhavati. Udbhuta vritti asmabhihi yat kimapi karma kartavyanche samagre sharire Viryam balam apekshate. Tadrisha balang karma, viryam karma, Vyanavayuna sampadyate. If there is a Vyanavayu, he will supply the blood to the all parts of the body, then all parts of the body will automatically able to do their work. Collectively, the whole body will be able to perform its work. That is the power given by Vyanavayu. That is the activities of the Vyanavayu. Dvasaptatihi pratishakha nadi sahasrani bhavanti asu Vyanascharati. Atha ekaya urdhvam udanaha punyena punyam lokam nayati papena papam ubhabhyameva manushya lokam. Next.